the history and foundation of the United States actually lies with data in a very interesting set of ways. It goes back, even if you think about the structural aspects of how do we govern. The representation of the country is determined every 10 years from a census. And there's a House of Representatives is distributed according to data that comes in. The Army Corps of Engineers was set up under a cartography project by George Washington, and the building of how do we build infrastructure and structuring these things. So there has been, and as you go historically through there, data has had this unbelievable lineage to the government and doing everything from powering how we think about policy, but also day-to-day aspects of just how do you manage systems. The part there that you look into is there is a chief statistician of the United States, but we never hear about that. There's also effectively a chief economist of the United States. There's actually a team of Council of Economic Advisors to the president. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting that the economists don't talk to the statisticians. And there's this other interesting aspect that was happening around policy was that if you look at things that need to happen for going forward for the country, there's a different type of data that needs to be brought together, and that data is often messy, or there's data that we don't necessarily have an answer about, and it's because it's just not clear cut. An example of that is, traffic fatalities. Today, unfortunately, there's going to be more than 100 people who are going to die on all of our roads. And why is that? Is it distracted driving, cheaper gas, better fuel efficiency, bike lanes? All of these are true in different ways, so we don't know how to think about it. But the idea is that, well, we can push this data out to the public and get them to give back the best answers, and then you can figure out the policy recommendations, which has been historically the way a lot of the government works. We've kind of drifted away from that.